I've kind of got a theory on how people can broaden their horizons, how an open-minded individual can accept something that's good for them that they don't tend to have a taste for. For example, and there's so many, and I'm calling it the dark chocolate theory, but you can replace dark chocolate with anything that's, that's an acquired taste. Black coffee, alcohol. That shit was nasty when I first tried it. I was like, what kind of people drink this nonsense? I was a little kid and spitting it up and burned me in my throat and my lips. And I was like, what? People, this is poison. How can someone like it? But it becomes an acquired taste because people have adapted to understanding that its effects are desirable. Couple that with mixing it with flavorful things, and then all of a sudden alcohol becomes tasty. But the truth of the matter is, it's really not. A fruit punch mixed with whiskey or your favorite liquor here does not taste as good as a fruit punch without that. But we tend to feel like it does because we accept alcohol as a flavor we like, and then it becomes an acquired taste so that we actually do grow to like whiskey. I love it. I love tequila. Beer is nasty as all hell. Is filthy swill. People love it. It's an acquired taste. Guys who like to be macho love liking something that's nasty, like the people who like black coffee. So acquired taste. This is something I'm going to grow to call the dark chocolate phenomenon. Because dark chocolate is something I'm getting into, and at first it's bitter and it's not as delicious as milk chocolate, which means it's not as sweet. But dark chocolate's very good for you. It's high in antioxidants and flavonoids, and it dilates the blood vessels, things like that. So eating it in mass isn't good, but 1 or 2 squares per day is about as good as a little thing of red wine, which I don't like either. Wine doesn't taste good, but people love it. It's an acquired taste. I don't think any baby at the womb is going to like wine. As you become an adult and your palate becomes more sophisticated, as my mom would say, you can grow to appreciate other things. But here's my point. This relates to a general theory I have on how one can broaden their horizons into accepting something that previously they don't think they would ever like. Granted, if you're not allergic or something like that, if it doesn't have a really deleterious side effect for you, I think people can really grow to appreciate things, especially if they give it a different mental association. For example, broccoli. There's people who don't like broccoli, and by people, they tend to be children. Children hate vegetables at first, and then you become an adult and start to eat more of them, and you realize they're okay, and then you have adults who just absolutely love vegetables. For example, myself, I love vegetables. And I always said if I were a food, what kind of food would I be? I'd be a vegetable, and I concluded I'd be broccoli. It's not the most attractive food in the store, It's not a candy bar or a cake or even a delicious roast beef or steak or something great. It's a veggie, but when you grow to like it, it's good for you, and it can be delicious as long as you accept it. I didn't make that correlation arbitrarily. To what really matters to me, gay community. We are very picky people, we gays, and I can only blame us half. I would say at least half the blame comes into what is projected as attractive. And boy, because men are exceedingly visual, we're bombarded with images of what we consider attractive by advertisers because they make money off of that. The gay image is like a very, I would say it's a whitewashed thing, though it is becoming a little bit more cultured, but not really by much. I remember looking through Queer as Folk, and I love that show. And it dawned on me years after I was watching that. I'm like, where's the black person? What? Is there even a black extra? Queer eye for the straight guy. They have a Latino guy, but nobody black. Why does this bother me? Well, it's kind of obvious. I actually live in a community where I really have a hard time finding someone who has a flavor for dark skin tones. And you know, 1,012 guys who I'm attracted to who don't feel the same way all say there's somebody out there who likes that type, referring to black. And there's somebody out there who likes the heftier, you don't see all that belly, but I'm a big one, the heftier types. But there's really not that many. There are more people out there who are into black folks than there are into big folks, and there's almost nobody out there in the gay world that's into big black folks. So we really catch hell trying to find somebody attracted to us. And it makes you feel like you're just a creature from the Black Lagoon. I mean, honestly, I feel like I'm Swamp Thing coming out from the sewers to go to the club, and everybody's looking at these boys that you can see in Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, or that other show I was just complaining about a second ago, Queer as Folk, or any magazine out there, because we are inundated by images that are so similar, and they're just meant to depict this is gay life. And anybody who's been to a bar that's gay will find that it looks nothing like that. It's just not like that. So my point is, back to the whole dark chocolate theory, which is just coincidental. People relate blacks to chocolate, but whatever. That's not what I'm trying to do. I really do think people can grow to like things that are different from what they are programmed to like, while still definitely appreciating it. I would call the typical gay mainstream image of attractiveness, it's an attractive thing and I can't fault that. But I would equate that to say something that milk chocolate, white chocolate, candy, even steak, things that people are really into that they say automatically, yeah, I like, for the most part. And then there's things out there that are good for you and you can grow to appreciate as long as you expand your mindset on it and accept it in a different light, like dark chocolate, which is more bitter but has lots of good things for you, and when you grow to like it, shit, you'll love it. And I am obsessed with dark chocolate. I don't know when that started, but it used to be bitter to me. I used to not like it. Now I can't get enough of it. Or prune juice, or it doesn't have to be a food related thing. What's something else out there people don't really dig and it takes them a while? Oh, fucking alcohol. That makes my point really well. A lot of people really think they're just born loving liquor, and it's not true. Or cigarettes. You take a puff of your first cigarette, you're coughing and wheezing and hacking, and your body is saying, are you trying to kill me? But the next thing you know, you got chain smokers. They grew to like it. It became an acquired thing. This is true for so many things. If you give it a different mental association, a different context, if you open yourself up, so to speak, to the appreciation of it, you can really grow to like it. And I have issue with the gay community making no real effort, and by the gay community, I guess I'm really complaining about the media industry and its depiction, portrayal of it, in this very usually buff or close to buff and scrawny, something in there, and usually very light skin. If it ain't white, it's Latin, because that's sexy now and people love it, and that's about it. Black folks and Asians really catch hell in the gay community. You will not... No, I think you can definitely believe, especially if you're gay, how many gay folks say, oh, I'm not really into Asians. Oh, I'm not really into blacks. Well, you know, I got over my ethnic immaturity, which is pretty much what I call it. That preference for a certain type, which so many gays do, I consider immature flat out. And I got over my ethnic preferences when I was a little guy. I was like a little teenager, and I was like, you know what? Growing up in Miami, there was white folks and Jewish folks and Cubans. And I went to a rich school with white folks, Jewish folks, and Cubans, and I loved every last one of them, and I was really attracted to them. I didn't really see a lot of black people, and I was just like, I'm not too attracted to black folks. But I thought, how dumb is that, to be black and not attracted to black people? So as a little teenager, I was like, I need to get over that shit real quick, because it's stupid. I'm black. I can't be a hypocrite and not like my own kind, so I got over that. By doing that, I just pretty much looked at hot-bodied black guys, because that's a real good gateway into different ethnicities. For anybody out there who wants to try. You just look at a hot-bodied person, and yes, I know I'm kind of falling back on that, but they have their uses in being a tool through which you can open your horizon in ethnicities. Asians, everybody comes, no matter what race, in hot bodies, that typical muscular build we all love so much. Find one out there that's in an ethnicity you think you don't like, but with a body you can't live without, and you'll grow to like that particular individual, and he will be a gateway through which you can appreciate other people of that ethnicity. Trust me, it works every time. Or if you get hit on by somebody and you actually start dating them and they happen to be of an ethnicity you think you don't like, it's only because you haven't opened yourself up to the possibility of it, and then you grow to like that person and love them, and the next thing you know, you start seeing more Asians or more blacks. Well, same is true for big folks, and that's the one area through which my hypocrisy kind of stings me, because I do have a hard time accepting big as beautiful. And you'd think as a black person that wouldn't be the case, but whatever.